In the prisons, they were tortured, harassed and raped.
Belarus's opposition leader paying tribute to pro-democracy protesters in her country, which she fled after last month's presidential election, widely seen as rigged in favour of Alexander Lukashenko. Svetlana Tikhanovskaya was speaking at the European Parliament in Brussels, once again calling for sanctions on senior officials.
So I appreciate your efforts to help us with basic things. To recognize Mr. Lukashenko illegitimate, to release political prisoners, to introduce individual sanctions against all individuals involved in the election falsifications and political crackdown.
Earlier, she held talks with several EU foreign ministers ahead of their meeting, telling them applying sanctions quickly could force the Belarusian government to enter dialogue with the Opposition Coordination Council.
We will have to discuss the question of whether it shouldn't be just those who participated in election rigging and those who participated in abuse directly who face European Union sanctions. We must also ask ourselves the question of whether Mr. Lukashenko, who bears the main responsibility, should also be sanctioned by the European Union.
It's not just sanctions. Also, we have to support civil society. We have to support the media. And we have to not just express empathy to the people which are suffering. They are suffering still as we speak, being held in custody, tortured, raped, and definitely it deserves our attention and possibly independent international investigation.
On Sunday, once again, crowds demonstrated in the Belarusian capital Minsk and other cities. Activists put the number in Minsk at around 100,000, similar to previous weekend rallies. Police say they arrested more than 400 protesters, with more than 300 still in custody. But the EU can't impose sanctions like travel bans and asset freezes unless all 27 member states agree. Cyprus has been accused of blocking sanctions on Belarus until similar measures are applied to Turkey over its energy exploration efforts in the Eastern Mediterranean. In the end, EU foreign ministers failed to reach a decision. The issue is now set to be discussed at the Leaders Summit on Thursday. Nadim, Al Jazeera.